Hello, it's 12:22 p.m. I got 8 more minutes for my close, and then I'm headed to work. Well, get lunch, then work. But so well, the video before the previous one, I had you know, the video before the previous one, I had you know, I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh, I didn't intend on talking about what I talked about, but I intended on talking about something else, and it's something else that I wanted to talk about, and now it slipped my mind. But I don't know what to do. You know, I shouldn't be scared or fearful, but I'm scared about, the idea of how to be prepared for the end times. Excuse me, if I gotta be bounced around from place to place and can't stay in the same place, and I don't have a vehicle to move around in, trying to figure out how would I do this? How would I survive the end times? And you know, even my enemies probably gonna take this advice or suggestion. If you got a roof over your head, I heard some people who are homeless some kind of way have a way to do the prepping and survival and stuff like that. Like, not hoarding, but stock up, like stock up on like, if you're from New Orleans, you know what it's like to stock up and prepare in advance for a hurricane or whatever. But I mean, it's more like long term stocking. I was prepared for Hurricane Katrina and didn't even realize it, but I had the money to do so, you know. But it was loan money, but it was money that was, I was prepared, and so, I mean, I was stocked with food, water, everything, and the only thing I had scarcity of was flashlights. So, like, I'm scared because I heard about the Navy ships, or at least 100,000 people were stranded out at sea with no food or water and stuff. And I'm hearing about how trucks not being allowed to be transported, like the 18 wheelers, transporting goods. So I'm hearing about, uproar soon, and to get ready and get prepared. And I get scared every day because I don't know if it will happen. Like, I'm hearing about this dark winter to be prepared for. To prepare for this dark winter. But I'm barely surviving, with this job and a roof over my head. I don't have that much food in here. So and it's indefinite. I don't know how long I'll get to stay here for. So preparing for end times, and it's like when I'm fully stocked and prepared, I'm forced to get rid of all my stuff, and the neighbors don't want it. And then, when I would have a place to live, and the landlord got mad at me for, because the vibrating was so bad and so unbearable that I was forced to leave everything behind and then go as a targeted individual being hit with those weapons, and then forced to go somewhere else. And then, and also, that Lisa Rubin lady, she manipulated me into getting rid of that place so she can do that fake whatever deliverance, and that didn't turn out well. She left me homeless on the streets because I wouldn't cooperate with her religious abuse. and stuff like that. This fake deliverance thing that she had going on. So, um, I think she was trying to be my handler. And that's why she wanted me to come and stay by her. But she's a woman, and the most dangerous people are the people who try to caution you about this person and that person, and then they're the main enemy. They're trying to caution you and think that they're biblically good. And so, you know, if I would have been better aware that I was targeted at that time, I could have called Miss Lisa Ruby out on being a perp herself. And she was trying to be my handler, I think. And I think she was trying to groom, because other people, they didn't even know the truth about much or anything, but they said that they described it as Miss Lisa Ruby was trying to groom me. And then she fronted like she was a truther. She wanted to know all about my life, and I told her all about my life, only for her. I mean, she tried to make it like, well, this is what will help, if I know about this, then this can help me get these demons out of you or whatever, that you're all full of demons and you need to be delivered and stuff. And this lady just exploited and left me like scarred, and she even used to manipulate me with the food and bathroom trips and everything, try to make me out to be greedy and stuff like that. And her and her husband try to make me out to be greedy, but then they're sitting there depriving me of food, all in the fake name of fasting, forcing me to starve myself in the name of fasting to get demons out. And then she would use all my problems and my traumas against me and do and say stuff on purpose to make me mad, so, and then try to make it like, those demons are getting mad, whatever, So I told her, like, my last words to her was, you're the very same witch that you want to call everybody else. Because she was trying to say that my family, all of my family members were foster and biological family and the Kraft family, that they're all witches who were trying to groom me for sacrifice. And they probably were. They're all Masonic and satanic and all that, But she led me on to think that she's one of the good people and that she's not one of them. And tell me why that other person named Brandy and her husband, Brandy and her son Brandon disappeared. That frightened me. And nobody stayed with her fake whatever deliverance thing. They must have knew what was up. So that was scary. I dodged a bullet, but I ended up homeless on the streets, for 9 days, and then ended up being abused and bullied in a shelter, and then finally got that Section 8 place again. So, but, my storage space probably tried to run out, so it's about time for me to go to get my clothes.